Bob and the Rasta elders prophesied that Jesus would come again, but in another name.
Because everything God say is truth. Him say seek him first, and everything shall be added. You know? Some people are searching for Jesus, but Jesus don't come again. Jesus will tell us him I come in a new name. And so him couldn't come again as Jesus. So at the time when him come as Rastafari. No God no partial.
Rise, oh, rise, oh, rise, oh, rise, oh. Rise and take the stance again. Is he who fight and run away? Live to fight another day.
He was convinced that the powers of the West were deceived by looking for the Redeemer in the name of Jesus.
Pope called him so, the Queen called him so, everyone called him so. Same saying don't want that name Rastafari. Which when him say new name come, it shall be dreadful and terrible among the heathen. So the beauty about it now is that all people must hear of Rastafari and the truth must go to them.
The Rastas believed the heathen tried to oppress the true soldiers of Jah, but in the final battle, these fallen fighters would see the triumph of their victory.
Ooh yeah, we're jamming. I wanna jam it with you. We're jamming, we're jamming. So I hope you are jamming tonight. Ain't no rules, ain't no vow. You can jam it anyhow. I and I will see you through. Cause every day we pay the price. We're the living sacrifice. Jamming till the jam gets through. Ooh yeah, we're jamming. To think of jamming was a thing of the past. We're jamming, we're jamming. And I hope this jam is gonna last. No bullet could stop us now. We need a bed, now we won't bow. Neither can be bought or sold. We all defend the right. Jah children must unite. Life is worth much more than gold.
By 1974, Bob had to deal with disunity within his own band. Two of the original Wailers, bass singer Peter Tosh and boyhood friend Bunny Livingston, quit the group. Putting together a powerful new lineup featuring the I-Threes, a female vocal trio that included his wife Rita, Bob and the Wailers blistered through the stadiums and concert halls of Europe. His revolutionary sound won admirers throughout the continent, but his journeys exposed him to the great differences between his own people and those in the West.
You know, people deal with God. That means no more God. That means God reveal himself. Him so kindness and give land and tell the people in the West and care. So, you know, it shouldn't be really no obstacle again. The whole thing is Rastafari's roots. Of I you know. And that is why I'm communicating with the people. Make them know say, you're welcome, you know what I mean? This is the land. Like him give them Africa, show them say this is your land. The people in the West.
The competitive materialism Bob witnessed on his tours further convinced him of the need of his people to return to their African roots.
When you check the West, you know, you can't see like the West overbuilt, you know. I tell you, it overbuilt. Because when a man have a 90-story high, I mean, it's because not a land to spread out, right? And in Africa, as far as you can look, it's pure land. That means when I see people suffering in the West, especially the black people, I say it really looks silly. It's really foolish. Because what does the West have for offer more than some music? I mean, the today music. That's all I'm going on here now. Today music. Because I don't see anything else. See? And when you're looking at Africa now, Africa does stay a wicked. Those who really know how to develop and know, say, it's not themselves them I deal with now, like a man only I deal with to just feed himself. It's a people, survival of a whole nation of people, black people. Because we scatter, you know.
But back in Jamaica, not everybody embraced the teachings of His Majesty, and in Kingston and throughout the island, civil war raged between rival political factions. And now that Bob had become an international celebrity, politicians sought to use him as a pawn in their power struggles.
Well, you know, you see, God is good, you know. So when man try to turn God and become a devil, God is God already. So it's when a man try to become God and become a devil, and I fight against God. So wickedness is not the will of God, man. It's the will of men. That the devil do them things. Because if you follow the ways of God, everything is righteous. Man destroying himself.
When Marley returned to his Kingston home, hustlers, gangsters and politicians crowded out the true Rastas. On the night of November the 25th, 1976, assassins crept into his Hope Street mansion and opened fire. Bob, along with Rita and his manager Don Taylor, were among those hit.
Trying to belittle our activity now.
The headlines rocked the world, but miraculously all three survived.
It's just what they teach us.
Bob believed he had been protected by the power of His Majesty. He felt an even closer bond with Selassie when soon after the shooting, the Emperor's son gave him Selassie's black jeweled ring. It became Bob's most prized possession, which he felt gave him mystical power. Meanwhile, one by one, those who had sought his death were tracked down and killed. Throughout the Caribbean, Bob's people knew, verse by verse, the legend of Ham, one of Noah's 3 sons. In Genesis, chapter 9, it is said, "And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and told his 2 brethren without." It was believed that Ham's first brother, Japheth, started the white race in Europe, his second, Shem, fathered the peoples of Asia, and Ham brought his curse to all his descendants in Africa.
Ham did a curse. Ham must come and cleanse himself of the curse. So when him see a chance to get back his birthright, which is his land, Mother Africa, Mother Ethiopia, Father Ethiopia, anything, then he must have to decide whether I'm going to stay and go down with Babylon or I'm going to go home. Because Babylon must fall. Yeah, because the Bible says Israel was once a solid, unified nation, and then they started to intermarry and do all kind of things, worship false gods. So also Ham, which is one of the sons of Noah, which is supposed to be the black man, laughed at his father's nakedness when his father was asleep and drunk, and God put a curse on Ham, which is the curse that we have been experiencing for all these years. So it's up to us now to lift ourselves out of the gutter. You know, who want to stay, but who want to come out. Man was born as man. Man is just man. So man evolved into whatever. man grew, man was one man. Then God said, well, how we going to make it procreate? So he make a next man, but a different kind of man, and call it woman, which is from man. So the two of them must come together now to carry on the life of man. So them procreate and more people come with different minds because there's one mind. But the